I'm Kerry Fink with Helping Seniors of Brevard. We are live on the MSC Meraviglia. That's a good cue for you guys to clap. We have just finished enjoying a beautiful afternoon of music at sea. We're on our way, making our way from Ocean Cay, the MSC private island, and we're working our way over the coast of Maya, Mexico. Beautiful sunny day. People are enjoying the ship. We're just having a great time. This is the second annual Helping Seniors Foundation Cruise. And you, Lorri, I'd like to teach the world to sing Hafer are quite the hit. Right, guys?
It's been wonderful. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for showing up for an afternoon concert. And it's not really a concert. It's more just relaxing. Just enjoy yourself, a little dancing, a little listening.
So, what you may not know, I told you before the show that Lorri is not only Lorri, I'd like to teach the world to sing Hafer, because her, together with her mother, the Shaw brothers, and the Marino brothers made up the Hillside Singers. They had that worldwide hit, I'd like to teach the world to sing. But then, as also mentioned, she toured the world with Glenn Miller Orchestra. She played with Buddy Morrow and the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra all over the world, and sang with Les Brown Band of Renown, and actually in the show for several years there in Branson. And what you may not know is Lorri is also a radio personality. She did several years of being the on-the-air announcer, introducing all the hits that your dad made famous on the Music of Your Life radio. Talk a little bit about how much fun it was to play a song that maybe you grew up with your dad producing.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun part about being a DJ. You get to tell the stories behind the songs, whether it's a songwriter or a performer or a producer or something. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, Kerry hired me. I think it was, I can't remember what year actually. I did close to 10 years actually, and on Music of Your Life radio, and enjoyed playing so many songs. My mom was a big band vocalist, but she also had a recording career on Capitol Records, which is where Frank Sinatra heard her and hired her for his TV show. Her song was Blue Moon, which is a great song, and I will do that for you tomorrow. It was, yeah, one of my favorites. It's one of those songs that was a hit in the 30s, a hit in the 50s, and still a beautiful song. Means a lot to a lot of people. So.
Yeah, we're so blessed to have Lorri and her husband that now you understand why I call him Dr. Mike on the keyboards. He's a humble guy, so he says, you know, he goes, I'm an unlicensed doctor, but I still think he's doing fine. He's practicing just fine. And of course, their son, Paul Hafer, was actually helping us with camera right now. Fantastic bass. I didn't know there was a thing called the ukulele bass until today. Did you guys know that? Yeah. That was new for me. I've seen Paul play stand-up bass many times, but that was pretty cool. So what I want to say is the Helping Seniors Foundation Cruise, this is actually a fundraiser for the Helping Seniors nonprofit. We're now in our 12th year of service in Brevard County. We're 100% local to Brevard County. We've operated the County Senior Information Helpline now for 12 years running. It's a free call to 321-473-7770. Last year, I just saw an email from Nancy Deerdorf, who's our operations director today, and she had a final tally from last year that we served 5,384 calls in 2022. Wow. So that was like almost double. I was actually over double the number of calls the year before. And if you live anywhere near Brevard County, you know how fast Florida is growing anyway. So what's happening is more and more people are becoming seniors every day just because we all live longer. That's number one. But number two, there's so many people who are moving into our area from other places in the country, so the population is just growing, and all these people are looking for resources. So what we do with that Senior Information Helpline is people will call us with anything. I mean, it's housing, it's transportation, it's medical, it's legal, it's financial. And we're not really a referral service. It's not so much that we are able to give a number and say, have a nice day. We wish it was that simple. We usually have to get involved, and it may take 3, 4, 5, or 6 calls. But I am surprised. I almost call Helping Seniors the little engine that could, because we're always able to make some kind of a difference. A lot of times it is literally comes down to who you know. Like somebody comes to you with a particular situation, it is knowing the right place to go to try to get something to move along those directions. So that's Helping Seniors. Our president and founder, Joe Steckler, retired Navy captain, if you're from the Brevard County area, you probably have heard of Joe's Clubs. That was one of Joe's original projects. He put those together for the Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation, retired from that. Joe is 89, 89, and still going strong. He started Helping Seniors 12 years ago. So I always go, if Joe can do it, we can do it too. Right? So, but let's get back to the conversation of, we were talking about music, and you grew up in a household where I love telling this story because Al Ham was a music producer, so he created a lot of the hits that we all know and love today. He called it the music, and this has always stuck with me, the music of romantic optimism. These are songs that just make you feel happy, make you feel good. Johnny Mathis, Chances Are, it's stuff like that. It's like Tony Bennett, I Left My Heart in San Francisco. It's just great, great songs. And one of the things that I love to tell the story, because Al was kind of a behind-the-scenes guy. You may not know his name, but he was every place on the music that you know and love. And the story, so it goes, is that Johnny Mathis was quite the track star, in addition to being a musical vocalist genius. And he was trying to debate at that time in his career whether he would choose to go for athletics and make that his claim to fame, or whether he would go on in the music business. Well, thank God, Al Ham got to him and said, you really need to stick with this singing thing, kid. You want to add something to that?
That's true. I was going to say, yeah, you mentioned A&R earlier, the artist and repertoire. My father was entitled to choose the songs that Johnny was going to sing or record. He would talk to him about them, and then he introduced a bunch of songs. One of my favorites is When Sunny Gets Blue, if you remember his version of that. My father chose that for him. And, just really great songs, great memories.
Yeah, Tammy and I had the chance to meet Al Ham, and because we were radio station operators back in the day, and we all together had the opportunity to put together Music of Your Life on satellite. We ended up feeding several hundred radio stations around the country. We had very well-known personalities, folks like, people remember these guys from game shows like Link Martindale or Peter Marshall, or a lot of people remember the show Laughing. Gary Owens, the announcer with his hand over his ear, was part of our regular daily lineup on the Music of Your Life back in the day. Pat Boone was a regular. So was, I don't know if you guys remember Patty Page. She contributed a weekend show on our radio network. So it was really so much fun to do. But I remember when I met Al, he showed me a commercial for Music of Your Life that he goes, we can't use this anymore. And it was a commercial where his good friend Tony Bennett had recorded the Music of Your Life. It was actually a Music of Your Life jingle.
It is actually on YouTube.
Oh, it is on YouTube now. Well, see, internet changes everything.
Internet changes everything.
But at the time, we were like, this is so great, Al, can we use this as we launch the radio network? And the answer was, we really can't, because in those days, Tony Bennett was dyeing his hair brown. And so if you remember, MTV was just becoming a big deal, and Tony Bennett decided to go back to gray and then go back to playing the songs that were done the original way, and he became a sensation all over again. Talk a little bit about that.
No, that's true. I was going to say, I think, wasn't it his son that started that?
Yes.
Yeah, his son chose him and said, you need to go and do this and be doing acoustic versions of things. And I'm not really familiar with the whole story of that, but I love Tony Bennett. I met him once. Well, actually, probably met him more than that, but I did meet him outside of Carnegie Hall after he had performed, and he took one look, he saw my mother, and he said, Mary! Because my mom had done the obligatos on his songs.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you probably didn't know that. She did the obligatos on Johnny Mathis's songs as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, my mom really she was very humble also. Career, kind of behind the scenes, but we love music, and in our house there was always music. I was going to say, when I was born, and I'll tell you, it was 1956, my mother was in labor with me. My father was recording the Most Happy Fella original cast album, and they were supposed to do it in 3 consecutive Sundays. Well, the second Sunday, the last Sunday of the recording, my mom was in labor, and I was born at 10 minutes of 5 in the morning. After they recorded, they finished the session, my father rushed over to the hospital. Frank Lesser, who wrote the score of Most Happy Fella, sent my mom a telegram, thanks for raiding Mary. So, yes. And I will do a Frank Lesser song from Most Happy Fella tomorrow, probably.
Good.
Anyhow.
So, and another story that we kind of hinted on early before you were on the stage was we talked about the fact that you sort of started your professional singing career on a Guy Mitchell tune. Talk about that.
Okay.
Yes, at age 5, 1 year younger than Harmony, Guy Mitchell had a children's chorus come and sing on If You Ever Go Away, and that I think is also on YouTube somewhere. And my line was, I'll go out and eat some worms. I know. But when you're 5, you can get away with that.
Sure.
So, it says despise not the day of humble beginnings.
That's
there
true.
you go. You have a website. It's Lorri and
It's
Mike
and LorriHafer.com.
And you guys also have a YouTube channel, right?
Paul would say,
Oh.
sort of.
So-
Actually, not really, but we do have recordings with us. Yeah.
Well, the thing that I was going to mention is we had the opportunity of doing a fantastic show
At the King Center.
right there in Melbourne
That's right.
many years ago when we were all still active with the Music of Your Life radio network. And a great gentleman, anybody from New York City probably remembers him fondly as New York City's original morning mayor. His name was Herb Oscar Anderson. And he was on the air on WABC, all the big stations.
WMCA and all
And
that.
back in the day, he would come cruising with us, and it was just a great communicator. But there's a great version of you and he doing.
Oh, How About You? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, How About You?
The song, yeah, that's right. I had forgotten about that. That is on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Herb Oscar, if you grew up in New York, he was the guy to listen to. He told you when the school was closed and what the weather was going to be like. He was wonderful. And he would sing along with the records.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a singing DJ, as they said. And so also on the, if you find that channel on YouTube, there's also, you guys did a Hillside Singers reunion there too.
Yes, we did. We did, and
Paul put that up, or I'd like to teach. Well,
Yeah.
I think at the reunions there, maybe not.
I think
You know
you were
what,
singing with
maybe-
the Shaw Brothers.
Oh, I was singing with the Shaw Brothers, yes. We could only get a few of us down
Yeah.
for that gig, but yes, that was wonderful. The Shaw Brothers, anybody from New Hampshire would remember the Shaw Brothers. Okay, if you would. Okay.
no,
We're all Floridians now.
no, I know, but if you were originally from New Hampshire, they wrote the state song, so yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's the Shaw Brothers. They were part of that Hillside Singers group.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is wind up on this particular Helping Seniors update with just a quick update that we're going to go sailing again in October. That will be the 3rd annual Helping Seniors Foundation Cruise. And we get to try a new ship. We have now, the first time we went out all together, we were on MSC Divina. This time we're on the beautiful MSC Meraviglia. But they're going to be bringing us a state-of-the-art ship to go sailing on called the MSC Seaside. Am I saying? Seaside. And that's one of those ships that I believe has like the atrium style at the back. It's got a completely different style design. So I'm really looking forward to it.
It's unique.
Yeah, it's going to be a unique ship, a unique experience, and you guys are going to be with us again the whole time.
Paul won't, but he has to work.
But Mike and I will be with you the whole time, yes. Looking forward to it. Y'all having fun?
Yeah, great. Come with us again.
Yeah, y'all come back. You hear? All right, so with that, I'm Kerry Fink for Helping Seniors Update. Thanks for joining us today.